Hello children, we have already learnt about the location extent of Australia. In this video we will be learning about the physical divisions and other topics that are there in the lesson Australia. Based on the topography of Australia, it can be divided into three divisions: the Eastern Highlands, Central Lowlands and the Western Plateau. The first one is the Eastern Highlands, or it is also called as the Great Dividing Range. This physical division lies in the eastern part of the Australia continent. It extends from Cape York in the north to the Bass Strait in Tasmania in the south. You can see that in the map. You can see in this map, children, the Cape York and the Bass Strait, which is in between Australia and Tasmania. The mountain range, the Great Dividing Range, lies roughly parallel to east coast of Australia. It has steep slopes on the eastern side. You can see in this map, children, the Great Dividing Range. It is very steep slope in the eastern side, but it slopes gently to the west. They formed a formidable barrier to the early settlers. That is how you know that how Himalayas have been a natural barrier for foreigners to come inside. In the same way, the Great Dividing Ranges formed a formidable barrier to the early settlers who reached the eastern coast of Australia. So they came to be known as the Great Dividing Range. In New South Wales, the steep slopes are known as Australian Alps and New England Ranges. And some of the high peaks are always covered with snow in winter season. Among this, Mount Kosciuszko, which is 2,230 meters height in this division, is the highest peak of this continent. Beyond the east coast of Australia, there is a long stretch of coral reef, and this is called as the Great Barrier Reef. This extends from north to south for about 2,000 kilometers. Now you may ask, what is a coral reef? Coral reef means it is a large underwater structure composed of the skeleton of marine animals. Marine animals means animals that live in water. All the skeleton of these marine animals are covered in this Great Barrier Reef. The next division is the Central Lowlands. This extends from the Gulf of Carpentaria in the north to the Encounter Bay in the south. It lies to the west of Eastern Highlands. Then the Central Lowlands has inland drainage. What is this inland drainage? Inland drainage means here the rivers that flow, they drain into a lake or a shallow sea. This shallow sea means it is an inland sea. For example, I will show you the picture, then you can understand. These inland seas are landlocked seas. As you can see in this picture, all the sides in between the continent itself, these seas will be there. Such seas where the rivers come and drain into this are called as inland sea. So many inland seas are there in Australia. You can see here, children, many rivers flow into, that is drain into Lake Eyre. The rivers flows towards Lake Eyre, which is situated in the central part of the region. The world's largest artesian basin is also located here. What is this artesian basin? Artesian basin means low-lying region where groundwater is cramped under pressure from surrounding layers of rock. Such thing is called as the artesian basin. So artesian basin is in Australia. The world's largest artesian basin is in Australia. The Central Lowlands can be divided into three basins. The first one is the Murray-Darling Basin. The second one is the Lake Eyre Basin, and the third one is the Carpentaria Lowlands. Sometimes they say that as Carpentaria also. First, the Murray-Darling Basin. This is separated from the Lake Eyre Basin and it is in the north. It has a rich agricultural area of the continent. The Lake Eyre Basin is a vast saucer-shaped area and it lies to the north of Murray-Darling Basin. It is the lowest part of Australia and the bed of Lake Eyre is the lowest point. Many salt lakes are found here. Much of the region is barren desert and is very sparsely populated, very thinly populated. The Carpentarian lowland lies to the north of Lake Eyre Basin, which is separated from the Barkly Plateau. You can see this in the map, children. It is drained by the rivers Flinders and Michel. It is drained by the rivers Flinders and Michel. Then comes the Western Plateau. The Western Plateau extends from the Gulf of Carpentaria to Onslow. It has Perth and Albany in southeast. Then this tableland occupies, tableland in the sense plateau, occupies more than 2/3 of the continent. It is mainly a desert area and the famous deserts of Australia are located here. That is the Great Sandy Desert, the Great Victoria Desert and the Gibson Desert. This plateau, the Western Plateau, is as old as the Deccan Plateau of India and there are many hillocks also here. Among them, Musgrave and MacDonnell are the highest hill ranges in Central Australia. The climate of Australia. As we all know that the Tropic of Capricorn passes through the middle of the continent. The climate of Australia is tropical and subtropical. Tropical means hot temperature and all over the year, and subtropical means it will be very hot as well as wet climate. Then high temperature prevails throughout the year in a large part of Australia. A cold ocean current along the western coast has made Western Australia a hot desert. You all know desert means it will be very hot. And the southern coast experiences Mediterranean climate. That means it is very hot as well as wet temperature in this southern coast. Then the seasons. Winter season. Due to its location in the southern hemisphere, the seasons of Australia are opposite to that of the places that are there in northern hemisphere. When it is summer in northern hemisphere, it is winter in Australia. This winter in Australia extends from June to August. From June to August in Australia it will be winter. During this season the temperature is low and decreases outwards. Then they do not bring much rain here. The climate in this season is dry and hot, but the climate of Tasmania is quite different in this season. Then another season is the summer season. The summer season will be from December to February. Summer season, it will be from December to February, and this period is known as the summer season. High temperature and low humidity are the chief characteristics of this season, as we all know. The summer season, its character itself is high temperature and low humidity. The temperature is high in West Australia than in East Australia. It is moderate in southeastern parts and Tasmania. Pressure is low in inland areas, so the south and the southeastern parts of the continent receive more rainfall during this season. Then the cyclones in Australia are known as willies. In general, the rainfall in Australia is like the monsoon type. In rainy season it will rain, which is unreliable. You cannot depend on that. We cannot say that it will definitely rain. Unreliable both in time and space. Wherever you go, the same thing will be there in Australia. You cannot say when it will rain or when it doesn't rain. The annual rainfall over southeastern, northern, and southwestern coastal areas is more than 75 centimeters. It is below 25 centimeters in the largest interior desert of Australia. In between the desert, it will be low rainfall. So this is about seasons. Here ends the chapter Australia, the flattest continent.